two goals.
Oh, and another goal for Super Eagles.
This is Premier Sports Center. Live it anywhere, take it anywhere. Don't forget to subscribe. Remember to click that subscription button.
Hello and good evening. Welcome to Talk Sport on Premier Sports Fan Center. My name is Yinka Adegbuyi. They call me the doc around here. And tonight we're going to be looking at a number of subjects, a number of topics here. Transfer chaos, injury, drama, AFCON fever, and football December storm, all coming together into a nice show. In the next few minutes, a couple of minutes, we're going to be talking deeply, analyzing and probing into some of these subjects. What's going on in the world of football? And we'd like you to join us in this show. As we said, this is Premier Sports Fan Center. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, just click on that bell button and hit subscribe, and you may even join us and be part of the family, and you can get our notifications right when we push them out. And tonight this is a show where Premier League transfer wars, injury crisis, superstar futures, and AFCON 25 collide, shaping clubs, careers, and continents. And as we go on, tonight we're so deep into January transfer, and we're looking at injury nightmares already shaking so many big clubs in Europe. And as you, some of you can already tell, we need to look at some of these injuries and how it's going to affect some of the end game coming up in EPL, in La Liga, in Bundesliga, in Ligue 1, as well as the Eredivisie, or even in the German Bundesliga as we move on into the season. And tonight with me on Talk Sports to analyze and to discuss and judge on these topics, I have from my far left, Yemite, right there. Yemite, you're welcome to the show.
Good evening, the doc. Good evening, Paul. It's so good to be back. And a lot on the menu.
A lot on the menu. Thank you, Yemite, and welcome to the show. And then next to Yemite, right in the middle, is our Benax, Mr. Polostki.
Yeah, good evening, our viewers, and thanks for having me.
Right, so we're moving on right now from Semenyo choosing Liverpool to United's transfer plan collapsing, to AFCON stars leaving clubs, and this episode connects every dot in modern football pressure cooker. Let's get straight into it. The first one, we're looking at Semenyo wants Liverpool. Man United blow. Semenyo Antoine has ignited a three-way January transfer battle involving Liverpool, Manchester United, and Manchester City. But reports suggest that the Bournemouth star prefers Liverpool. This is just about talent. It's about identity, opportunity, and club direction. Okay, so now we're going to look at Semenyo's issue. And Yemite, I want you to go first. Why would Semenyo choose Liverpool over United and City? Is it footballing fit or emotional pull?
Yeah, I think that if you look at the three, I think it should be Liverpool, because on that left, it won't really have competition first. And Liverpool is the defending champion in the league. So I think that, I think it will be a right decision to join Liverpool, because it will be almost a perfect fit.
Right there. Okay, so you got it right there. And Paulo, does this rejection signal a deeper recruitment problem for Man U?
I don't think so. Despite them not, making it to the Champions League or qualifying for any European football, they were still able to attract, one of the best players. Talking about Mbeumo, we know Mbeumo finished, I think, in the top 4 or top 5 rather of the highest goal scorers, last season. So man, you can still attract players. They're a very big club, but players these days at times they also look at stability, and they look at they also think of their pocket. I think probably Mbeumo, what's his name again? Semenyo might be looking at one, playing time, two, the money, and look at the bigger. If you want to ask me between Liverpool and Manchester United, the one I think at the moment I think Liverpool is more stable than Manchester United.
Okay, so you have to choose. You would rather go for Liverpool than going for United or City?
Well, like Yama said, I think you look at it at Liverpool, there won't be a lot of competition. You can easily switch to the Mohamed Salah, wing there. And at the moment, it's looking like Mohamed Salah might be leaving, Liverpool. And you look at Semenyo, you will be looking at the possibility of taking that wing. On the other side, and also. I think they only have what's his name now, the Dutch player who plays more. Sometimes he even plays as a number 9. So at Liverpool, I think he's going to get a playing time.
All right. So final question on Semenyo: if Liverpool lands Semenyo, does it start immediately, or it becomes another rotational piece? Yemo.
I think it will start immediately.
It has a window already open for him.
Yeah.
But what if Salah agrees with the coach and the backing? Running together, will Semenyo still be able to start?
Yes,
I know he plays from the left.
Yeah, he's not either Semenyo or
plays
Salah.
From the right at times.
It's about Semenyo. See, there's a loophole in the Liverpool team, and it was created by Luis Diaz when he left. So it is that hole they want to fill.
Right, so Liverpool is still looking for a replacement for Luis Diaz.
Yes.
So you're heading right there. That's the transfer dream of Semenyo. But who knows what's going to happen soon? Transfer dreams don't always exist in vacuum. Injuries can destroy plans overnight. So let's cross our fingers as we wait for January window. And then we're looking at United's transfer in January, out and in. Injury chaos everywhere. Man U's reported interest in Tyler Adams takes a brutal hit after the Bournemouth midfielder suffers a serious injury. Suddenly, a key January plan collapses, forcing United back to the drawing board mid-windows. How damaging is this injury setback for United's German rebuild?
Well, I don't think Man United. Well, Man United should be going for Tyler Adams because you have.
In spite of his injury,
even without injury, because you have Casemiro, you have Ugarte, you have Kobe Mino, who is not playing. Regularly. We saw his brother, protesting at their last home game. Now, if you bring on Tyler Adam, that means you want to, let the likes of what's his name now, Ugarte, Kobe Mino, or what they call him now, Casemiro to go. And I think Tyler Adam is also prone to injury. He's always injured. So I think Man United should be looking at other defensive midfielders elsewhere than Tyler Adams.
Okay, so you might going from what Paulo just said. He said, okay, he's injury prone, and then in that particular role, there are quite a number of legs that are developing. Should clubs rethink chasing injury prone profiles in high pressure leagues?
I think that there's no way you want to do the right business in football and not consider the injury history. Because it's not about the quality, you have to look at consistency too. The main reason Ronaldo and Messi have stayed up for those donkey of years is their consistency, the very limited injury history. So I think that for every club that wants to do good business, you really have to consider the injuries.
Right, so we're looking at the various events happening. So does this highlight poor contingency planning in United's recruitment structure? Because it looks like, okay, now Tyler is injured, they're going for Tyler, and then they're backing out of Tyler because Tyler has an injury. Does this actually highlight inconsistency?
It has nothing to do with Man U. Injuries, you can't predict it. It can happen anytime.
No, but I've seen several clubs, in spite of their targets getting injured, they still recruit the players and wait for them to get one.
Yeah, look how the risk Chelsea took on Fofana and Lavia. It has not paid off. Fofana is just trying to get into the rhythm this season. After how many seasons at Chelsea? It's not the best route to follow.
Right. So, Paulo, you have something on that?
Yeah, like you said, some clubs they still go ahead, but they look at the injury record because there are some players that probably under 24, they've gone through ACL, and I don't think there's any club that want to pick up a player like that. Fine, what's his name? Tyler Adams is a very good player, but the injuries, I think, even right from his days at I think Leeds United, he's always injured also. So, but you look at one a good example is Ricardo Calafiori. I remember before Arsenal signed him. We heard he's always injured. He's always injured. But when they signed him, the first season, I think he missed a couple of matches. And people start saying he's injury prone. But since then, he has been fit even this season all through. So it's a gamble, but most clubs will not want to go for an injury prone player.
Right, so we're looking at United scrambling, and then Barcelona are busy playing a chess game in the transfer market. Barcelona calling on Bastoni. They won the Italian star. What does he respond with? Inter Milan defender Alessandro Bastoni is heavily linked with Barcelona, and he has refused to sign a new contract, but publicly insists he's happy in Italy. Classic transfer smoke, but history tells us smoke often means fire. When players quickly deny interest, is it genuine or is it strategic silence? Yeah, man.
I think that when you look at Bastoni, I think he's just trying to be mature about dealing with the press. Because you have to be careful. You can't burn bridges where you sow.
Exactly.
So you just have to play it calm and clean. If it still happens, you can still get what you want while everybody is happy. So I think it's just being wise with handling the press.
Beautiful. So Bastoni is just being careful here. So will Bastoni fix Barcelona's defensive issues immediately?
I think so.
Let them take this to Paul.
It's hard to say. He will be coming in from another league, to the La Liga, and the system at Inter Milan is quite different from the system at Barcelona. At Inter Milan, I think they defend a lot, but at Barcelona, almost all the fullback wants to join. All the defenders want to join the attack. The issue now is, when everybody joins the attack, and the opponent, is now countering you.
Who is covering for him?
Who is covering for you? And will he be able to come back quickly to cover up also? But you look at Bastoni, he's a very good player and he's still young, and I think he's going to fit at Barcelona.
Right, so it may just be the solution Barca has been looking for since Inigo Martinez left the Barca defense. A big vacuum that is yet to be filled up by any of the occupants. Araujo has made a mess of it, terrible mess of it, and Christensen is just coming back in and out, trying to build his way into it. Eric Garcia, I believe, is a man that has been used more often, especially around the defense, the defensive back, right back, and everywhere in the defense, but he still can't fit in that role. So should Inter cash in now or build him on the long term? Yeah, man.
I think Inter should cash in now. I think they should cash in now because Bastoni, if you look at his trajectory and the way he has been performing, I think for me, if I would advise Inter Milan, you cash in right now, looking at his age also.
Right, so Inter, you want to jump in straight and sell. And just in your own estimation, how much do you think he's worth?
Bastoni should be in the region of 50 million thereabout.
50 million euro. Paulo, you agree?
Yeah.
40-50.
40-50.
But if they know Barca is desperate, they're going to put money on that.
Yeah.
And then Barca is going to look at options too and say, okay, no, we don't want to pay that.
At the same time, it depends on the his current contract also will determine how much
his contract will expire next season.
So in fact, they might not get up to that.
His contract will expire 26. So I think this is the best time for them to cash out. Otherwise, the guy will go on a free transfer.
Definitely.
Right. So we're moving straight from transfer whispers to physical consequences of success. Chelsea's injury nightmare again. Post-club World Cup coming in. You see, reports reveal Chelsea's injury count surged after the Club World Cup. Fans are split. Was the trophy worth the physical cost? Or has a fixture congestion crossed a dangerous line? Okay, so I'm going to throw it now. I'm going to start from Polo here. Are modern football calendars pushing players beyond their safe limits, or the players are just too slack?
I think it's a combination of all, because you see, football these days now, clubs are beginning to play a lot of matches. Take for example, Crystal Palace, the features or the schedule, they were supposed to play the EFA Cup, this week. But due to what they call it, the conference league, they have to postpone it. They are going to play 3 matches in 5 days. And that's a lot.
That's tough.
3 matches in 5 days, So I think it's a combination of one. Players these days now, I think they are, I think most of them have is it biscuit leg now or biscuit bone, how we say it, too soft. So
I think Yemi differs a bit on that.
When you look at what Chelsea has been through this season, it is evident that it has been a result of playing too many games. Kopama has struggled this season to get game time due to the growing injury that keeps reoccurring. And going under the knife right now might mean his World Cup might be over. So I think that it has affected. But clubs are making more money, which means it's like you're expanding your business. You have to bring in more players to prosecute more games, to really relieve the duties on the key players. So there is no way now you won't rotate. So it is the clubs are asked to rotate, or else they will lose a lot of key players to ACL. Because when you look at the way ACL injuries has started occurring more these days than we do here in some years back.
Okay, so that actually answers my second question, even before I asked that should clubs prioritize rotation over chasing every trophy? And Yema just told us, yes, the clubs need to rotate. Otherwise, they're going to go down with most of their key players getting injured before even the game gets on. And the success now come with unavoidable physical sacrifice. Paulo?
Yeah.
Because you actually made a point. You made a statement. You said some players play like they have biscuit bones. But I think these players are being exposed to too many rigors. They train about 5-6 times a week. When they have matches, when they don't, they possibly get 1 day off without training. They play 2-3 games in 7 days sometimes. And for those who went to Club World Cup, like Chelsea did, and some other clubs, and those who played until the final, PSG, Chelsea, they possibly played through the holidays and had only 2 weeks, possibly 1 week of break, and then 2 weeks before the first Premiership game or the defense of their various friendly matches. And I think personally that will affect the rate at which their muscles recover, because you're looking at a situation where muscles have to recoil, they have to heal. They are living tissues that get stretched, they get torn, and they need time to recover. So if that rest period is not there, I think they are going to suffer the consequences in the long run. So, but are we saying that is what football is going to be going forward? Unavoidable physical sacrifices.
I think some of them are avoidable. It depends on the clubs and the club themselves.
Or should we say the coaches?
I don't think it's the coach. The coach has to do with whatever is available at for him to use. If you have 20 players, that means the manager is going to be working with 20 players. If you have 35 players, the manager is going to be working.
No, but you can't have more than 24 players.
Yeah, that's where the FA comes with us, the regulatory body. The people that set the limit, you need to expand it. Okay, instead of having 25 players for a season, you can have 35. Player, and at the same time, where the manager gets blamed is take for example, coach like the likes of Guardiola, Arteta. I think they like using some particular set of players, even
all the
time. They like Guardiola. I think I think there was a time he said he prefer working with probably 18 players.
You're going to murder them
So
in one
you
season.
use them constantly.
Pedri is yet to
until-
recover since 2 seasons
so
ago.
the managers too, they also have, they also have part of the blame. The FA and FIFA, everybody. I think that's why I said some of the injuries are avoidable, and some players, they just come back from injury, before the managers throws them in. Some of them will even play up to 35 minutes. They withdraw them again due to injury. So I think some of those injuries are avoidable.
Right, so, and sometimes despite sicknesses, players rise above everything. Pulisic's fever, his brace goes viral. Christian Pulisic scored a sensational brace for AC Milan while reportedly battling the flu. The internet erupted. Grit, heart, a light mentality wrapped into one viral moment. How did Pulisic do this? Does playing through illness show a light mentality or dangerous culture? Yemite, would you think the team was playing with fire by fielding a player that was under feverish attack in spite of the outcome of that game? Or is this something that should be allowed?
It's not about just being allowed. I think every club has a medical department, and every player will be certified fit before they can go on.
But this guy was certified as having flu.
Yes, fit to play doesn't mean he's 100% fit. You might not be 100% fit and be passed to play. Now, for instance, Nwabali is an example. Is not fit 100%, but he has been passed fit to play because he will be on painkillers.
But
now,
I think that's muscular injury. We're talking of
Yes.
fever,
Yes.
physiologic illness.
Yes, if there was a reason, either Pulisic endangering his health or endangering the guys around him, he wouldn't have played. So
But
that means
that's what this report is saying, that his health was endangered. He was obviously under a flu, and he was still allowed to play because he wanted to play.
There are times that when you look at it, while I was still running training and all, you can have a flu and still decide that you want to play. You can say you want to play. So far, they certify you like, oh, on the pitch you won't faint, on the pitch you won't lose your balance or anything. If you feel like you can play and the doctor checks you and it's like, oh, 60, 40, 70, 30, sometimes you just say you want to.
Now the question here is, was it necessary? Was that risk necessary? Even if it's 40% chance of him passing out, because flu is a fever that runs in your bloodstream. It's a viral infection. One, you can pass it around. Number two, it can actually kill you under high pressure. Was that risk necessary, or was the club playing with fire?
I think that what I will just stand with is that the club, because one thing I know is before making decision, everybody knows if it backfires, you know the outcome. And for them to go along with it, that means probably there would be an agreement with Pulisic himself. Maybe sign an undertaking or something. Because I don't think that they want to risk something so huge without having a backup.
Okay, now just a few days ago, we heard of a Chelsea player that had fever and couldn't play the game because he had fever. Just last week too, Pau Kubasi had fever. He missed the match because he had fever. Pedri, same thing. Now, the issue here is, even if the player insists that I can play, and the medical team says, look, you have a viral infection, should the clubs still allow them to take such risk? We know what happened to Eriksen. We saw what happened to Aguero. We could have lost those players on the field. But thankfully they survived. But it's not the case for everybody who fainted on the field. Because you know how it is with fever. It actually gets your temperature high, your nasal cavity, your nose is blocked, and sometimes you feel fainty. So even if you're just recovering and there's still an element of fever, should the club still go ahead to say, okay, the player insists he wants to play? Now, the game against, let's recall 2008, 2009, the game between Arsenal and FC Barcelona, second leg. Lionel Messi he had toothache in the morning and was given injection for that toothache. It was a very bad toothache that it was doubtful that for that match. In that game, he scored 4 goals. In that game. But it was toothache and was able to get analgesic to subdue the toothache. What if it was fever? That's exactly the point here. Should clubs continue to take such risk at the detriment of the players' health and at the spreading of the virus?
One thing I need to be clear about is there's no justification for risking it. But what I'm now saying is the club would have known what the repercussion could have
been. But
been.
Sometimes the clubs are desperate. They want to win. And the player is cooperating and said, push me, coach. I'll sign any paper for you. You said, undertaking. Yeah. I'll sign the paper for you.
Then the club is not in danger.
But the club is endangering the player. Okay, let's take Paulo's opinion on this just a little bit.
Yeah, my take is that first of all, I don't think there's any player that is 100% completely fit, going to the match. Some of them might be 90%, 80% fit, and I think the medical team, for them to certify a player fit, at least they might have probably is 60, 70, or 80% fit. Not necessarily mean once it's 100% fit, but if you're talking about fever, I think some of these players themselves, they want to play also, and it depends on the matches. You can't tell me if you are playing, maybe you have a game involving Barcelona and Real Madrid, El Clasico, and a player is 70% fit, or is having fever, and the fever at the same time, the fever will not stop him from playing, and you say player say no, I'm not playing. I think the medical team, once they certify a player and the player is fit, I think the manager will definitely select the player. But if the player is not fit and the medical team is saying no, you are not fit, I don't think there's any player that will force a manager to say I want to play the game. So it all goes
I think that there are some players
to force a manager.
They force. They go to the manager.
Yeah, they will push.
And they push. Not you can't
and
use
just like you said, they will be ready to sign another ticket.
Well, yeah, that means the medical team have given their own report. If anything happens,
that's why
that's
why Yemi said the club will have covered themselves by providing a document.
But I don't think the club will still be at fault at the end of the day.
Exactly the point. That's what we're trying to tell viewers here. So even if the player insists that I will sign the documentation, should the club still allow it?
No, I don't.
Viral infection. Flu is a viral infection.
Yeah.
There's no way you won't mix up with players. One, in the dressing room. Number two, on the field of play. You make contacts. You hold yourself. You tug yourself. You score and people hug you. So you're going to be spreading viral infection to others. What you could manage to play might not work well in another person's body. And that's exactly the point we're trying to bring out here. So you guys just hit it on the head. Yes, the club can protect themselves by saying, look, medically, you are not fit to play because you have fever, and the rule of the game says you must be medically fit. Apart from muscular injuries or physical injuries, physical fitness, you have to be physiologically fit. But you are not physiologically fit because it was actually stated that it was battling a flu, and the people didn't expect him to play, but he came on and he scored a brace that saved AC Milan, and it has gone viral, and fans are making so much fuss of it that even in flu, this guy still did so much. And that's exactly what we're saying here. Should the clubs continue to take such risk at the detriment of other players? And thankfully, I think we got a conclusion here. No, they shouldn't.
Yeah.
So even if the player insists that I want to play, they should look for alternatives. What if he died? Or what if he died? Or because you could actually just have a seizure and assert, the game continues. It will be replaced.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is. So, but as some stars speak, playing through fever and winning games for their club, others may be preparing for their final chapter. Let's look at the big man in Barcelona. Barca. We're talking about no other than Roberto Lewandowski. The Polish wants to move to MLS or stay in Barca. It has so much been linked to Inter Milan, and Inter Milan is saying, no, we don't need Lewandowski. Another club in MLS is asking for him, and Lewandowski is saying something else. Our analysts are going to tell us what Lewandowski is saying in a moment. Rumors have been suggesting that he wants to go, but he has a legacy in Europe that has, defining his decision. His decision is still looming. He wants to stay in Europe, and he wants to play football in his game time. He wants to be relevant because the World Cup is coming, and he wants to be at the forefront of the Polish attack in the World Cup. So will an MLS move enhance or dilute Lewandowski's legacy? Paulo, you go first.
No, I don't think it's going to, dilute his legacy. I think it's going to, enhance it. You have probably one of the best players, or probably the greatest player. Some would say is the greatest, Lionel Messi, playing the MLS. So who is now Lewandowski, who can go there? I think you look at Lewandowski. I think, like you said in your at the beginning, his days are gradually, is playing this rather, are gradually, coming to an end, and we see lots of, players have played in the big league, that have played, the big games already, moving there. The likes of Luis Suarez, Ume Songa, even Olivier Giroud went there and came back also, and there's Lionel Messi there. So I don't think it's going to hamper, his. Good day, viewers. Welcome to Premier Sport Fan Center, and it's your favorite YouTube channel on Sport Channel. Facebook, and the live once again for the match between Nigeria and Uganda. Nigeria and Uganda already going on as we speak now. We are less than 15 minutes into it. Sorry for coming a little bit late. Schedule, and Nigeria is still, doing everything possible to get the opening goal. And it doesn't really matter if Nigeria fail to win this game, because what it means, our last result means that we've already topped the group. So anything in this group will be a bonus for Nigeria. But Nigeria will want to win it and boast of, having 9 points in the group. It's already underway, and you could see Uganda who need this match desperately, trying to see if they can get a goal. And very soon we'll go and bring you with the lineup of this game, because there are one or two changes as expected in this game. But in the meantime, now Uganda have a corner kick to take, and Nigeria have a corner kick to defend, and it takes a short one into the box and send it back, and finally the cross come in, and the keeper pick that one up very comfortably for Nigeria. And guess who the keeper is? Is the man that a lot of question mark has been asked about his invitation into the national team. His name is Francis Uzo Ingo for Nigeria. So let's quickly go on to bring you with the lineup. But we start with the home team, which is Uganda in this game. The home team, because Uganda has been placed in the home box there. For Uganda, you have goalkeeper Oyango, and you have the likes of Semekula, Sibeki, Omedi, Obita, Muyaba, Mato, Kayondo, and there's a popular, a very familiar name in the Ugandan lineup because he's of Nigerian descent. His father is a Nigerian, while his mother is from Uganda, and he represents the Ugandan national team. His name is Uche Upiazu. He's the one in the number 9 jersey leading the line for Uganda in this game, and he's a 30 years old player. Also, the remaining 2 players to complete the 11 for Uganda is Al Hassan and Burahaga for Uganda. While for Nigeria, the Nigerian lineup, you have the likes of like I said earlier on, Francis Uzo in goal for Nigeria, and you have Moses Simon, Victor Osimhen, Bruno Yemechi, Rafael Yedika, Paul Nuachu, Ogbu, Dele Bashiru, Samuel Chukwueze, Kevin Bassey, and the newly invited Super Eagles player, the former Arsenal player who currently plays in the championship now. Talking about Alebiosu, making his AFCON debut for Nigeria. He's a right back. He plays as a right back. So let's see what it's going to bring to the table for the Super Eagles. But as it stands now, the Super Eagles are being pushed back forward by Uganda, and it's none other than the Ugandan striker who has been pushing the team backward and backward, Uche Ukpeazu. But free kick to Nigeria inside the box, and Francis Uzo will send a long one out there, and Nigeria will win that one down that's from Paul Noachu, who will send it back to the left back there, and he send it back and to the goalkeeper by Kevin Basi. So let's see now. Let's see if Nigeria will be able to get all 3 points to boost a clean record of 9 points. And I don't think there's any team that's recorded 3 victories at the current ongoing African Cup of Nations. Also, there's a game also going on simultaneously in the same group. That's the Group C, where you have Tunisia already taking on Tanzania. Is still goalless as we talk, but in the meantime, here come Nigeria now. Still with Nigeria, and he sent a cross into the box. Can this be the first goal? No. What's his name? The top striker couldn't get onto that one, Paul Noachu, but Nigeria still in possession, and he drops it back into the midfield. It's still Nigeria now trying to use the right hand side with Moses Simon. With Moses Simon, but Uganda applying the pressure, and Nigeria send the ball backward. Still with Nigeria. Now Nigeria attacking from the left hand side with Moses Simon. 1-2 step and a cross into the box, headed up by the Uganda player. Nigeria win back the ball, but that was a heavy touch there from the Nigerian player there, but still keeping it alive. But finally the ball will roll out for a throw, so it's going to be throwing to Nigeria. Nigeria showing signs and very good promise of getting the first goal in this game. 22 minutes played already. It's Nigeria who dominate possession. Let's start with the SG. Nigeria is having a 0.20 SG, while Uganda, the home team, having a 0.13 SG ball possession. 42 to Uganda, while Nigeria dominating with 58. Total shot 3 to Uganda. But here come Nigeria now. Oh, dispossessed there. But Ghana still with the ball, attacking now from the left hand side here, running on against 2 players, try to drop it for Kweazu, but he couldn't hold on to that one. So Nigeria will win back possession back to the start. Total shot 3 to Uganda, 1 to Nigeria. No shot on target at the stand for both teams, no big chance, but one corner kick has been taken, and it has gone in the way of Uganda. But as we speak now, I think Nigeria have won their own corner kick. Let's see, let's confirm. I think it will be the first corner kick to Nigeria, and the Ugandan goalkeeper looks like he's in pain because he's sitting down outside the box there. Now he tried to prevent the corner kick. He tried to prevent the corner kick from after a back pass from his player there, but in the process, I think he has hurt himself there. So it's going to be corner kick to Nigeria, and it's going to be Nigeria's first corner kick in this game. So our viewers, you can join us by sharing. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Tell us what you have, what you think of this match. Do you think Nigeria will win this one comfortably and gather all 3 points, or do you think Uganda can pick up something? And let us know your thought overall. The Nigerian performance in this current ongoing AFCON 2025 in Morocco. There, do you think Nigeria can go all the way to win the Nations Cup? Have you been impressed with Nigeria's performance? We saw the first 2 games. Nigeria looked very, very good in those 2 games. Have you been impressed with those performances from the Super Eagles, or do you think it's just the initial gra-gra, like we used to say, initial gra-gra? So let us know in the comment section. We'll do it to read that one out now. Play about to resume with Nigeria about to take a corner kick, and Moses Simon standing on that one. The referee organizing the team there. The referee still having a word with the players there, because there has been 1 or 2 pushing going on there, and the referee talking to Rafael Yedika. But Moses Simon will take the corner kick, send one into the box. They headed by Uganda. Another clearance from the Uganda, but finally Nigeria will win back possession again. So send it back to the goalkeeper, Francis Uzo. And let us also know in the comment section, because the Nigerian goalkeeping situation of late has been, there's been a call for concern regarding the goalkeeping department. There were a lot of eyebrow, questions being raised when the list, the final 25-man list was released. We saw the likes of Uzoro and co, including the current number one now, France. Stanley Wambale, who's been rested for this game, and there's been talk about Nigeria not having a very good, decent goalkeeper. And even to me, the surprise was, seeing Uzo and not seeing Maduka Okoye, who currently plays for Udinese in the Italian Serie A, while you have Francis Uzo, who plays in the Cyprus League, making the final cut. But I just hope the end will justify the miss, their inclusion we finally pay off for Nigeria. So free kick has been awarded to Uganda, who quickly take it. For Uganda, like I said earlier on, they need this win desperately. A win, if they fail to win, I think they will be going out of the Nations Cup. It's still goalless also. Other center the match involving Tunisia and Tanzania. But here comes Nigeria, cross into the box. Could this be the first goal? Oh no, the goalkeeper Yango will quickly come out to pick that one up for Uganda. Polo Noachu. And Nigeria playing a 4-4-2 formation with Onuachu alongside Victor Osimhen, by the way, who is the captain for today, while you have the like of Moses Simon, Rafael Yendika, Dele Bashiru and Samuel Chukwueze all playing from the midfield there. So Nigeria is still in possession. And you could see the delegate from the Ugandan side there. Throwing to Uganda. "27 minutes gone, still no good to report across all center, but Nigeria back in possession with Francis Uzo. It takes a long one, trying to find Alebiosu there, and Nigeria still in possession. Another long ball to find Victor Osimhen, and he got it. Could it be the first goal for Nigeria? Oh no, he cuts back. This should be the first goal. Oh my goodness! How did Paul Onuachu not score from there? A very good work there from Victor Osimhen to set up his striking partner there, Paul Onuachu, but unfortunately he couldn't find the back of the net. I think that should be the block from Uganda goalkeeper or the player, but we'll look at the replay again. But in the meantime, Nigeria back in possession again, but that could have been the first goal for Nigeria. A very disappointing ending today, but still with Nigeria, this should be the goal finally. It's a goal. Paul Onuachu opening the scoring for Nigeria after a very good work there from Nigeria. Nigeria lead by 1-0. Dele Bashiru providing the assist. Paul Onuachu getting the goal deservedly for Nigeria. So it's Nigeria who lead by a lone goal now against Uganda. "28 minutes gone, Nigeria lead by 1-0. Oyango, the goalkeeper, shaking his head, the Uganda goalkeeper. Can't believe, but he made a very good stop there to deny Paul Onuachu, but not going to deny Paul Onuachu the second time. So it's Nigeria will lead by 1-0. A very good display from the Nigerian team there. The build up, and I would like to see the replay of that first miss there, because that was a very good run there from Victor Osimhen to dispose. To set up Onuachu for the first time, but the Ugandan goalkeeper Oyango there stopping Nigeria. Could this be the second goal for Nigeria? Onuachu again. The flag goes up, so it's going to be offside against Nigeria. A very good play there from the captain, Victor Osimhen. And you could see the Nigerian fans, enjoying what they are seeing at the moment. So, free kick taken quickly for Uganda. Send a long one into the half of Nigeria. Nigeria will win back possession. Very neat play there from Moses Simon. Now running the channel, but dispossessed there. Referee says no foul play. So Uganda will win back possession again. And send it to the goalkeeper Oyango. We send a long one out there. And Kevin Bassey goes down from the challenge of Ukpeazu there. So it's going to be free kick to Nigeria. Ukpeazu, I know many Nigerians will be saying the names look familiar. Yeah, he's a Nigerian of Ugandan descent. So he currently represents Uganda. So Nigeria back in possession inside the half of Uganda there. Moving it gradually, but Uganda will dispossess Nigeria of Nigeria winning back the possession. So it's going to be free kick to Uganda, because there's a Uganda player down from that challenge. From that challenge. Look at that setup again from Onuachu. Taking advantage using his long leg, to pick down. It's going to be free kick to Uganda. But I think the Uganda goalkeeper is having issues, and is down again, Oyango. And the second goalkeeper, the reserve goalkeeper, is warming up now. I think Oyango might be saying goodbye to the African Cup of Nations 2025-2026, because it's about, it looks like he might be withdraw, because the other goalkeeper is warming up for Uganda. "33 minutes played already. Nigeria still lead by 1 goal. By 33 minutes, the game involving Tunisia and Tanzania still goalless. Oyango looks like might be able to continue this one again, because he's on his feet. But I won't be surprised if he's being replaced later on. Polonuachu, one of those players that desperately needs to perform for the Super Eagles, because I can't remember the last time Polonuachu have a good game for the Super Eagles. But at the moment, he's taking his opportunity, his chance being given to him. And viewers, you can also let us know in the comment section, because it's been a while we see Nigeria playing, starting a match with a 4-4-2 formation. There's been some call from different quarters, asking Nigeria to play 4-4-2. Of late, we've been blessed with abundance of number 9, the likes of Victor Osimhen, Polonuachu. You have Cyril Disse, even what's his name again? The Boniface also. But let's see, even Daniel Hako, the Sevilla striker, and a free kick to Uganda quickly taken, and it amount to nothing, so it's going to be a goal kick to Nigeria. What this lose mean for result so far means for Uganda is that they will be going back home, because they needed a victory for them to progress to the next round. But as it stands now, they will be going home. So play resume with Nigeria now back in possession. Nigeria not running through the midfield. Can Nigeria make it second? Still Nigeria, and it's still going. It drops a pass there, but could have taken the shot one time, but he tries to look for his teammate there, but couldn't get down. And Uganda, dispossess Nigeria and win back our possession. So it's going to be free kick to Nigeria. Dele Bashiru there, running through the midfield there. And finally committing a foul in the process. Very quickly taken, but roll out for a throw-in. So it's going to be thrown to Nigeria. So Bruno Nyemechi will take down for Nigeria. But Nigeria couldn't hold on to it, so it's going to be thrown to Uganda and quickly taken, sending to the balls there. But the goalkeeper, Francis Uzo, will come out to pick down up for Nigeria. So Nigeria trying to play out from the back, but finally Uzo sending a long one out there, headed into the midfield by the Ugandan player. Nigeria will win back possession and send it straight to Samuel Chukwueze, who control down beautifully but dispossessed easily by the Uganda player. And the follow-up, let's see if just but the referee says he wins the ball back beautifully well. So Nigeria back in possession. Send it backward to find Calvin Bassey. Drops it into the midfield where you have Onuachu coming deep to receive that one, and he send it back to Rafael Onyedika, who finds Dele Bashiru, and Bashiru will send it back to Ogbu. We'll find Moses Simon. A beautiful control from Daddy Moses Simon there. He cuts in back, but still win the ball. He almost lose possession there, but still with Moses Simon. Still turn and he send a cross into the box there. Onuachu, could this be home goal? My goodness. Oyango, who is in pain, and the captain, saving his team from conceding an home goal there from the follow-up from Moses Simon, Polonachu there. I think Onuachu was trying to find Victor Osimhen, but the Uganda player intercepting that one and almost making it difficult for the goalkeeper Oyango, who finally, picked down all. But it looks like it's in serious pain, and it's down again. I think this should be the time for them to change him. He's been one of Uganda's very best player. He has been to the Nations Cup. So many Nations Cup for Uganda. Dennis Oyango. I think the manager should be withdrawing him instead of still trying to. Use him because it looks like he's in serious pain. The Uganda manager Paul Put, you could see him looking worried. I don't think he wants to lose his experienced goalkeeper. So far in this game, we've only seen one yellow card, and the yellow card has been shown to the Nigerian player there, Kevin Bassey. Is the only one that has picked up a yellow card in this game. I think the Uganda manager wants, the goalkeeper to continue to have time before will be replaced. So fair play to Nigeria. So play will resume with Dennis Oyango picking up the ball. Yeah, Dennis Oyango has been playing for Uganda for more than 2 decades now. So he's a very, very reliable goalkeeper and an experienced player for them. So they don't want to lose him easily. So play resume with Uganda. Uganda player going down there, so it's going to be free kick to Uganda. The middle of the park there. And the free kick quickly taken and send it backward. Finds Semukula. Who send it forward, but dispossessed by Nigeria, and Uganda win the train. A train taken apart with the battling with the Nigerian defender Kevin Bassey, and Nigeria will win back possession again. Now here comes Nigeria attacking from the right hand side with Alebiosu now running down the flank there, and he sent a cross, and this is the second goal headed up by Uganda, and still with Nigeria, another block there. Nigeria back in possession again. Another cross into the box, trying to find Onuachu, but headed out there by Uganda. Finally, Uganda will win back possession. And here comes Uganda now trying to turn defense into attack, but he has the Nigerian player to battle with, and it goes down. So the referee says it's going to be free kick. Kevin Bassey stopping the Ugandan player there. And Kevin Bassey needs to be very, very careful because it's already on the book of the referee. So another free kick to Uganda. You could see 2 players contesting for the ball there. But the Ghana player going down there from that challenge from Alebiosu. So free kick to Uganda in a very, very dangerous position. So you have Nigeria setting up a war there, a 3-man war there. Can Uganda rather, put themselves back in this one? Because in the other game going on between Tanzania and Tunisia already taking the lead. So it's Tunisia who lead Tanzania by 1 goal to nil. Same scoreline, 45 minutes already gone there. Nigeria also 45 minutes there. It's Nigeria still leading, but Uganda have opportunity now to reduce the deficit or to level things up rather. The referee is still trying to organize the war, and you could see Ukpeazu and Onuachu, 2 big strikers trying to mark each other or defend each other. But let's see what can Uganda do from this one. So he crossed into the box, but couldn't hit the first defense line for Nigeria there. He hit the wall there, and the follow up again, another block. Finally, he sent a shot, but the shot will go out, so it's going to be goal kick to Nigeria. We've seen 45 minutes played already, and the assistant referee there, the fourth official rather, has added 4 minutes. So we'll be seeing more 4 minutes to be played in this one. So Nigeria back in possession with Samuel Chukwueze. He send it back to find John Ogbo, Ike Ogbo rather, not John Ogbo. He finds Kevin Bassey to Onyemechi will send it back to Bassey, and Bassey will send it back to the goalkeeper, and he finds Ogbo. Ogbo drops it into the midfield for Onyedika, and 1 touch back to Ogbo. See Nigeria dominating possession, finds Samuel Chukwueze. He sends it back to Alebiosu. Alebiosu to Ogbo. Ogbo in the midfield. He finds Bashiru Dele. Who finds the Fulham defender there, talking about Kevin Bassey, and Kevin Bassey will send it back to the goalkeeper, who finds Ogbo, and Ogbo will send a long one, try to find Moses Simon, but Uganda will win back possession there comfortably. And they send it to Yango. Yango send a long one, and Ukpeazu will win the first arbor for Uganda. Uganda still in possession, battling with the Nigerian defender there, and finally Nigeria will win a free kick, or a throw-in rather, from that Tozu from Ukpeazu and Onyemechi there. So training taken quickly for Nigeria. But Nigeria back in possession again. Trying to run down the flank there. Can they meet up with that one? No, the ball will roll out for a throw into Uganda. Moses Simon couldn't hold on to that one there. So training taken quickly for Uganda. But Nigeria will win back possession again. But Nigeria not in a hurry, playing with a lot of confidence in this one. And finally send it out. And still with Nigeria, Onuachu finds Chukwueze, or Nigeria send it backward to Ike Ogbo, or Ike Ogbo. Who find Kevin Bassey, and Kevin Bassey will send a long ball trying to find his Fulham teammate there. Samuel Chukwueze, who brought down neatly, and he was brought down by the Uganda player. So it's going to be free kick to Nigeria. So free kick to Nigeria. Can Nigeria make it two from this free kick? Samuel Chukwueze to take this one for Nigeria from the right hand side there. And you have Bashiru also, and Bashiru send a cross into the box there. Block, but still inside the box. Uganda will finally clear out. Uganda tried to turn defense into attack. You have the Ugandan player there, but couldn't beat the Nigerian defender who sent that one out. So it's going to be thrown into Uganda. And the referee saying he's seen enough in this first half. So it's halftime already in the game involving Nigeria and Uganda there. A halftime win for Nigeria. And you can see the Nigerian manager, Eric Church, feeling relieved. And the goal scorer also, Onuachu, who put Nigeria ahead. In the 28th minute, following a beautiful, beautiful play from the Nigerian team there, and a good assist there from Dele Bashiru. It's Nigeria will lead by 1-0 to 0 as it stands now. And also the game involving Uganda, Tanzania, and Tunisia is still 1 goal in favor of Tunisia. So viewers, we've seen halftime played already, meaning a very entertaining 45 minutes and a good display from the Super Eagles of Nigeria. If you ask me, Nigeria have shown a very, very good account of themselves. They could have gotten 2, 3, 4 goals if you ask me in this first half, but unfortunately we couldn't convert chances. So still 1 goal at half time. So viewers, let us know your halftime thoughts. If you think Nigeria performed based on your own expectation, and like I said earlier on, Nigeria needed not to even a defeat for Nigeria in this game will still keep Nigeria top of the group. But winning the game is a very good thing because it gives you the confidence to go into the next game. Full of confidence, and it makes your next opponent to be very, very wary of you. So let's see. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section, and what do you make up of the performance of some of the Nigerian players. And I think the captain Victor Osimhen, who I wasn't expecting to start this game, he has given good account of himself. Also the striker also partnering him, Paul Onuachu, including every one of them, they've given good account of themselves. And Uganda, not much to say about Uganda except for the goalkeeper, the experienced goalkeeper Dennis Oyango. He has been very, very instrumental for Uganda. Also Ukpeazu trying to show Nigerians that he could have been playing for Nigeria, but he didn't get the opportunity to represent Uganda. He has been giving good account of himself. He has already scored in this tournament. Yeah, he scored in this tournament. He has 1 goal in this tournament. And you could see him battling it out with the Nigerian defender there, Kevin Bassey. Both of them struggling it out. But it has not gone in his way so far. So let us know your halftime thoughts as it stands. And you can, your prediction also for the second half. Do you think Nigeria will come into the second half and get more goals, or you think Uganda will come in to try and find something? But in the meantime, we'll quickly go for a short commercial break, and We'll come back after this timeout.
Injury prone
Of Guardiola, Arteta, I think they like using some particular set of players, even
all the time.
all the time. You know, they like Guardiola. I think I think there was a time he said he prefer working with probably 18 players.
You're going to murder them in one
So
season.
you use them constantly.
Pedri is yet to recover since 2 seasons ago.
The managers too, they also have, they also have part of the blame. The FA and FIFA, everybody. I think that's why I said some of the injuries are avoidable, and some players, they just come back from injury. Before the managers throws them in. Some of them will even play up to 35 minutes. They've withdrawn them again due to injury. So I think some of those injuries are avoidable.
Right, so, and sometimes despite sicknesses, players rise above everything. Pulisic's fever, his brace goes viral. Christian Pulisic scored a sensational brace for AC Milan while reportedly battling the flu. The internet erupted. Grit, heart, a light mentality wrapped into one viral moment. How did Pulisic do this? Does playing through illness show a light mentality or dangerous culture? Yemite, would you think the team was playing with fire by fielding a player that was under feverish attack in spite of the outcome of that game? Or is this something that should be allowed?
It's not about just being allowed. I think every
Yeah, welcome back, viewers, and it's still half time. But let's quickly look at the overview of this, first half, and go through both teams, the Nigeria and the Ugandan side. You could see from the tactics, and more especially for the Nigerian side, you could see right from kickoff, Nigeria. We've seen two teams very different on motivation on the pitch. You see Nigeria playing for almost probably playing for, I would say, for just for pride, while Uganda playing for all 3 points. And on the pitch, you could see that both teams, they are two different teams. And Nigeria, already through to the round of 16, which wins over Tanzania and Tunisia, and have looked very, very composed, purposeful. Even with changes to the lineup today, you could still see Nigeria, at Muslim Uganda, despite so many changes. And you see Nigeria, the approach to the game, very calm in possession. You could see the patient football and waiting for the decisive moment. But Uganda, in contrast, in a must-win situation or territory, if you ask me, because they need to win this game if they want to progress to the next round. They have 1 point from 2 games, which means a knockout for them if they fail to win this game. But they've shown some desirable and spirit, particularly in the midfield transition, but have looked a little bit lacked. Not clinical, rather, when it comes to taking their chances. You could see Ukbiazu battling it out there, but the supply, is not actually there. They've not created more chances, though. In the first 20 minutes they have more shots, but most of them were off target. So let's look at the significant moments in this game. The opening goal for Nigeria, it came from a well-worked passage showing their ability to explode on the counter when space open. That textbook Super Eagles from this tournament. The Ugandan goalkeeper Dennis Oyango, a veteran, he has been there for Uganda. Like I said earlier on, he has been playing for Uganda for over 2 decades now, and his presence has been really, really shown in this match. He has been very, very resilient despite an ankle issue earlier on, and is still playing with the injury. But I'll be surprised if he comes on in the second half to continue. But is showing his leadership to keep the team alive. And look at Nigeria, the choice of the formation also. Like I said earlier on, also it's been a while since Nigeria, going with a 4-4-2 formation, and you have the combined physical threat from area presence or area threat from Osimhen and Onuachu. Both players, they are very, very tall and very good in the air, causing Uganda defense a lot of air dig there. Even on the flank also, you could see both of them are using their pace on both flank, and Nigeria stretch the crane almost. Their back line have been stretched because you could see both Samuel Chukwueze and Moses Simon running down the flank there. While at times you see both what's his name again now, the two striker Onuachu and Osimhen also dropping deep and coming through, using the flank, also using their pace. So let's talk about some individual players that have performed very, very exceptional in this first half. I mentioned earlier on, I talked about Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen has been very, very central to Nigeria's attack, directing runs and intelligent positioning on always a threat in the box. His presence alone forced Uganda defense to stay alert. We saw, the goal Nigeria scored a minute before that time. Nigeria almost getting a goal from that run from Victor Osimhen. You could see how he was, marshalling the Ugandan defense there, and he set up what's his name, his striking partner there. But unfortunately, Dennis Oyango denying what's his name, the Nigerian striker there, for Onuachu. But unfortunately, Onuachu got the goal after about a minute and some seconds later. And there's also one player, if you want to ask me, that's not in this game, but I look very, very, very good for Nigeria in this tournament. His name is Ademola Lookman. He has been very, very superb for Nigeria. But before we talked about a little bit about Ademola Lookman in this game, let's quickly go back and bring you the bench for both teams. And we start with Uganda. Because you have Alionzi, the second reserve goalkeeper, also Magola. Also, you have other players that complete the bench for Uganda. You have Ivan Ayimbisuwe, Acho, Bugari, Kwazira, Lorenzen, Mpande, Mukunde. You have Mukwala, Muleme, Okelu, Sesikanda, Semun Gabi, and Torach. While for Nigeria, you have Nwambali, the number one goalkeeper for Nigeria, on the bench today, and you have Amos Obasoge, the other goalkeeper. Also on the bench, the likes of Ako Adams, Semi Ajayi, Akinsomiro, Chidozia Wazim, Chidera Ejuke, Alex Uwobi, Lawa, Ademola Lookman on the bench. Wilfred Ndidi, the newly appointed captain of the Super Eagles, going forward from now. And you have Nnamdi on the bench, also Franco Yenka, Samuel, Bright Osai Samuel, and Seidu Sanusi. So back to Ademola Lookman. So far in this competition, he has been very, very instrumental for Nigeria. You saw him in the first match and the second match. And, there's been some talked about his performance of late, because we know he hasn't been playing a lot of games for his club Atalanta. In the beginning of the season, he had issue because he wanted to move away from Atalanta, but the team or the club refused to grant him his wish. So he was frozen, and he was at the point in time training with the under 21. It took him about a month plus, or probably 2 months, before he was finally reignited with the first team. And since then, he has been helping Atalanta. Though Atalanta has been struggling in the Italian Serie A this season, but for Ademola Lookman, he has been very, very instrumental for Nigeria. But for Uganda, you don't have to look past the name which players who facing his parental homeland country has shown desire and physical greed. This narrative layer add emotional texture to the game. I said it earlier on. He wants to contribute a lot for Uganda because one, you look at he's playing against a country he could have been representing, so he wants to show them that. If things had gone the other way, he could have been the one leading the line for Nigeria. But at the end of the day, he's playing for Uganda. So let's also look at the tactical challenges Uganda are facing, because they need to at the moment they are chasing this game now. So and they have been forced wide and deep in phases, which reduce their central penetration. Their midfield has had to stretch to link defense and attack, but due to Nigeria good defensive approach and awareness in this game, Uganda have not been able to explore or utilize those pocket of space left behind in the midfield. So Nigeria has been very, very disciplined in this game. So our viewers, the players are gradually coming back onto the pitch. Any moment from now, the second half will commence. So we've read out the second half, the bench, the substitute bench. So let us know in the comment section, which players do you think should be coming on in the second half, or do you think the manager should still stick with this 11 he has started for Nigeria? Because to me, I think it's already done and dusted. Nigeria have secured the 3 points in this game. If you ask me, though it's football, anything can still happen. But the Uganda that I've seen in the first half, I don't think they have what it takes to grab all 3 points against this Super Eagle. And when Nigeria start to make changes, I think it could get a lot worse for the Ugandan national team, because the likes of Daniel Ako Adams are still on the bench. You have Ademola Lookman and Co on the bench, and I think Nigeria will be making the first substitution, and this one is going to be a defensive substitution, because Chidozie Awazim is about to be thrown in. So we have to confirm the player coming off for him. Also, Uganda about to make a double substitution. You have two players also about to be introduced. We do have to bring you their names. Also, sporting the number 21 jersey is about to be thrown in for Uganda. The substitutions are gradually coming on now, so let's see. The game involving Tanzania and Tunisia is already underway. We've seen 3-minute lead already there, and it's still 1 goal in favor of Tunisia. Tunisia also need to win the game to secure second pot position. So the goalkeeper of Uganda has also been withdrawn. So Uganda have made a triple substitution. They've withdrawn Dennis Oyango, Moyeba, and Omedi. They've all been withdrawn. While Salim Jama Mugola has come on to replace the goalkeeper Oyango. Also, Allen Okole also replacing Moyeba, while Stephen Mukwala replacing Omedi. So let's see if the substitutions we have any effect in this game. So play resume with Uganda now starting the replay, and they've attacking now. Uganda playing from right to left now. An opportunity to send one into the box there. Oh my word, Uganda almost getting something from that cross there. And Bruno Nyemechi there doing his best to keep the Ugandan player away from getting the goal there. So it's going to be, I think that should be a goal kick. Yeah. Is it a goal kick or a corner kick? Let's see. The last touch, I think it came up of the. No, I think that should be a corner kick. But the referee said no. Okay, the whistle have gone for offside. And yeah, so Chidozie wasn't coming on to replace Kevin Bassey. So Kevin Bassey has been withdrawn. So free kick to Nigeria. The goalkeeper will send a long one there, headed down by the Nigerian player there, but the Ugandan player will shoot down out. So it's going to be a goal kick to Uganda. So goal kick for Uganda. And the goalkeeper, Salim Jama, sent a long one out there, but the Ugandan striker going down from the challenge from Chidozie was, and the referee has awarded a free kick to Uganda. So it's going to be free kick to Uganda, and you have almost all the Nigerian player back trying to defend this one for Uganda. And you could see the Uganda manager Poput looking a little bit worried. They fed, they are in this game. And the cross finally coming, but it will roll out for a goal kick. So it's going to be goal kick to Nigeria. That was a very terrible, free kick from the Uganda players there. And the goalkeeper there sent a long one into the midfield there, headed down there by Paul Nwachu, but the ball will roll out for a train. So it's going to be thrown to Uganda. And train quickly taken and send it back to the goalkeeper Salim Jama there, who send a long one there trying to find Ekpeazu. They win that one down easily, but Uganda will be dispossessed there, and Nigeria will win back possession back, and he send it to the goalkeeper who send a short one trying to find Awazim to Oyemechi. And he sent it down now. He finds see Nigeria running down there. He sent a cross there, but deflected, so it's going to be a goal kick. A corner kick to Nigeria. So Nigeria will have the first corner kick in this second half. The referee having words with the players there, because they've been coming together. And corner kick sending to the balls there. Chidozie wasn't connecting with that one, but unable to direct that one into the back of the net there. Goal kick to Uganda. The goalkeeper takes one there. But Uganda will lose possession. Here come Nigeria now. Try to find Victor Osimhen inside the box. He go down to down, but dispossess or lose possession. That Uganda will try to clear out, but Nigeria will back in possession again now. In the midfield there with Rafael Yedika will send it back to find Awazim there. See Nigeria in possession. Paul Nwachu almost losing possession, but Nigeria will regain possession now with Samuel Chukwueze drops it and a cross into the box there. Osimhen couldn't put down, but see Nigeria and a shot. Nigeria almost making it through there. Rafael Onyedika, Bruno Onyemechi rather. But the shot went wide. So it's going to be goal kick to Uganda there. That was a very, very powerful shot there from the Nigerian left back there. So it's going to be a goal kick to Ghana, quickly taking a long one and headed back. So the goalkeeper of Nigeria will pick that one up easily. The Nigerian goalkeeper, Francis Uzo, hasn't had much to do in this game. He has been like a spectator, if you ask me, in this game. He drops the ball and Nigeria continue to beat up from the back there into the midfield and lose possession. Here comes Uganda now. A very good clearance there from Ogbu there. I will send it back. And Uganda will win back possession again. The player goes on. The referee says player advantage Uganda. Uganda attacking her from the left hand side there and a cross into the box there. But Francis will pick that one up comfortably and he quickly drops it for Bruno Onyemechi, who tries to find Samuel Chukwueze, but try to find Moses Simon, but the Uganda player will block that one out, so it's going to be a throw-in to Nigeria and throw-in taken quickly. Nigeria now attacking now with Alebiosu from the right side of the defense there. He drops it into the midfield to find Onyedika, who tries to find Samuel Chukwueze, and the Uganda players will block that one again, so it's going to be throwing to Nigeria. A train taken for Nigeria, but there's been some collision there, so it's going to be throwing a free kick to Nigeria. And the game involving Tanzania and Tunisia. Guess what? Tanzania are back, so it's now 1-1 in that game. So free kick to Nigeria. Can Nigeria get the second goal from this and he sent the cross into the box there, headed up by the Ugandan player. And the Nigerian player there will let down roll out for a throw-in, so it's going to be throwing to Nigeria. Dele Bashiru allowing that one to roll out, so it's going to be throwing to Nigeria. The training taken for Nigeria, send one into the box there, but Uganda will clear down hard to find players who, hold on. His hold-up play to me has been very, very good in this game, and another long one headed back there by Ubu there. And Nigeria will win back possession with Onyedika sending it back to find Alebios. So Alebios will send it to Ubu. Go to the goalkeeper Francis who finds Awazim, and Awazim we send it to Moses Simon straight. Here comes Moses Simon now running into the box, a cross, and that one we beat everybody, but Samuel Chukwueze will keep that one alive, and another cross into the box headed out there by Uganda. Nigeria still back in possession again at the edge of the box. Another cross, but that was a very terrible cross there, if you ask me. It's going to be but the goalkeeper Salim Fago there will pick that one up comfortably for Uganda, and he send it into the midfield, and Nigeria will win back possession again. And another clearance from the defense there. And Nigeria try to send a long one now to find this could be the second goal. Oh my goodness, was that an handball there? Yeah, I think that should be an handball. And the goalkeeper might be seeing a red card. Yes, it's going to be a red card to the goalkeeper that was recently introduced at halftime. He has played less than 15 minutes in this game and he has been shown a red card. Salim Jama Magola has been shown a straight red card for coming out to use his hand to stop the ball. It's looking very, very bad now for Uganda. And you could see the Uganda players and the goalkeeper that was Dennis Oyango there in disbelief there. That was a very good play there from Nigeria to find Victor Osimhen, who tried to take one after seeing the goalkeeper rush out. Because the other goalkeeper, the third choice goalkeeper, is about to be introduced. And his name is Legason Nafiani Alionzi. That means in this game, Uganda, they've used 3 goalkeepers. Who knows? Who says also that Legason might finish this game. He might also come on to pick up a red card if care is not taken. So he's about to make his own AFCON debut. Legason putting on the number 1 jersey for Uganda. I think he's the future of Uganda football. That is why he was given the number 1 jersey. And you can see the Ugandan bench looking very, very, very well. So Legason coming on in the 59th minute to replace Al Hassan. So Uganda are 1 man down. And at the moment now, we've seen an hour of football played already. 1 hour rather of football play. So it's Nigeria who lead by 1 goal to 0. And Nigeria have opportunity now to double the lead. So free kick to Nigeria, and you have about 2-3 players, including Moses Simon, standing on that one. Can Nigeria make it 2 from this free kick? Samuel Chukwueze also in the midst to take that one. Can Nigeria make it 2 from this free kick? I think Samuel Chukwueze might be taking this one for Nigeria. Let's see. The referee still having a word with the and he takes it. Oh my goodness. I don't think you will see, you see any more terrible free kick than this one. That was a very, very terrible free kick from the Nigerian number 11 jersey, Samuel Chukwueze. So 61 minutes played already. It's Nigeria who still lead by 1 goal to 0. While 64 minutes played, Tanzania still playing at a 1-1 draw with Tunisia. So free kick to Tanzania, and the goalkeeper send a long one, and Nigeria will win back possession. And Nigeria attacking again now from the left-hand side. Send it back, drops it into the midfield to find Raphael Yendika, who send it back to Ike Ogbu. Nigeria now dominating possession completely at this moment. Nigeria still in possession inside the half of Uganda. And Nigeria will lose possession to Uganda, but yeah, I think it's going to be thrown to Nigeria. And can Nigeria make it two from this? Yes! And it's too good. 2 goals to Nigeria. Rafael Onyedika making it 2 for Nigeria. And the new goalkeeper that came on for Uganda couldn't stop down on the ball rolling through his legs there. So that was a very, very disappointing one for the goalkeeper. But let's see if the goal will stand or not. But Nigerian players celebrating that one. But yeah, I think the goal will stand because there's no any infringement there. The Ugandan goalkeeper needs to do better. Allen Okole needs to do better next time there. Larson Nafiani. So play resume back there. And you could see the disappointment in the face of the Ugandan bench there. Most especially from Dennis Oyango, who couldn't believe that Larson Nafiani couldn't hold on to that one. So play resume with Uganda, quickly restarting play, but give possession back to Nigeria, who are now back in possession, now attacking. Now can Nigeria get more goal now? Here comes Victor Osimhen running down there, no offside. Could this be the 3rd goal? My goodness! Eating the I think the whistle have gone for offside. If the ball had ended at the back of the net there, that would have counted. I think Nigeria will get more goals in this one, because looking at the body language of the goalkeeper, Larson Nyafani there, but I think he did a very good job there trying to stop down. There was a deflection there, and the whistle have gone for offside. So free kick to Uganda, and a long one there, but Nigeria will win back possession. So and at 8 p.m. Nigerian time, we'll see games will be going down in Group D, because Benin Republic will be taking on Senegal, while Botswana will be taking on DR Congo in that one. We'll bring you the update of that game here on Premier Sport Fan Center. So Nigeria attacking again now, almost losing possession. Yeah, finally lose possession. And there's a player down for Nigeria, and the referee have called for a foul, a whistle there against our players who look in disbelief, saying, why should you be penalize me for that one there? So it's going to be a free kick to Nigeria. And at the moment, the highest rated player in this game has been Rafael Onyedika with 8.0, followed by I think that should be Dele Bashiru with 7.3, with also Samuel Chukwueze with 7.2. So free kick to Nigeria. We just have to confirm, because the referee has shown a yellow card. I think that should be to Beazu there. 65-minute played already. It's Nigeria will lead by 2-0. And the other game there is Tanzania still playing at a 1-1 draw against Tunisia. Could this be the 3rd goal for Nigeria? A pass back, and that is the 3rd goal. Another goal for Nigeria. Rafael Onyedika. Oh my goodness. Scoring the 2nd goal. His 2nd goal tonight to make it 3 for Nigeria. And you could see the Ugandan goalkeeper. I'm not sure if this guy is really, a goalkeeper, because looking at how he has been looking, his body language, you know, that's why he's the third choice goalkeeper for Uganda. So it's Nigeria running riot now against Uganda. A 10-man Uganda. It's Nigeria 3, Uganda 0. What a pity. I don't. The goalkeeper. Oh my word. What a pity. Uganda are automatically out. They'll be going home, and you could see the manager, Paul Put, not looking very happy. But the Nigerian fans enjoying what they are seeing at the moment. So it's Nigeria who lead by 3-0. A brace from Rafael Onyedika and Paul Nwachu opening the scoring in the 28th minute for Nigeria. So play resume with Uganda restarting play now. And a long one there, try to find so there, but Nigeria will lose possession, but to Uganda, but Uganda give it back to Nigeria again. Goalkeeper will send a long one out, so it's going to be throwing to Uganda because Moses Simon couldn't keep that one in play for Nigeria, so throwing quickly taken and back in possession. And that long one there. The Nigerian goalkeeper picked down up easily. Francis Uzo not having much to do in this game, ask me. So Nigeria back in possession now inside the midfield. They make it 4. They're still going now. Running down the right hand side. See Nigeria, they cross there, block. And Uganda will clear out, but give the ball straight to Nigeria. Nigeria back in possession again, 1-2 there. Can Nigeria make it for a cross into the box there? Headed down there by the Uganda player. And finally send a long one out there. And Okpazu will battle for possession there, but Nigeria will win back possession again. 70 minutes played already. It's Nigeria will lead by 3-0. They're enjoying a lot of possession now inside the Ugandan territory there. They are going from the left hand side again, a cross there, a clearance there from the Ugandan player, and they couldn't prevent that one from going to corner kick. So it's going to be corner kick to Nigeria, and Moses Simon is going to take that one. So corner kick to Nigeria. Can Nigeria make it 4 from this corner kick? A quick tackling, but Uganda will clear and follow up on another one, but Nigeria, Paul Nwachu couldn't, bring that one down. So it's going to be goal kick to Uganda. To Uganda, a long one there from the goalkeeper into the midfield there. That will win back possession, but the referee said no, that's going to be a free kick to Uganda. So Uganda will be having an opportunity to send one to the boss of Nigeria. Free kick to Uganda. But to send one. Send a long one there into the box there. Headed down there by the Uganda player. Can Uganda reduce the deficit? Still with Uganda. But Uganda player couldn't keep that one in place. It's going to be throwing to Nigeria and throwing to Nigeria back in possession again. Nigeria back in possession with the goalkeeper now having a touch and he sent it to Ogbu. Drops it into midfield for Rafael Onyedika. Send one to Onuachu, but Onuachu send it back to Ogbu. And finds Alebios who drops it back for Ogbu to Wazim. Wazim drops it for Bashiru Dele, who sent a long one there, tries to find Samuel Chukwueze, but the Ugandan players got down on her, trying to find Moses Simon, but that wins back possession again. 75 minutes, Tanzania still playing under 1-1 draw against Tunisia. 73 minutes, Nigeria still lead, but here comes Nigeria now with Samuel Chukwueze, try to cut in there, and still with Samuel Chukwueze, he turns back again, drops it for Alebiosu, running down there. Oh my goodness, to be tricky, but dispossessed there, and Uganda we turn defense into attack now. But if the ball straight away to Nigeria, we win back possession and we send it back to the goalkeeper. One touch to find Wazim there. Wazim sending it back to Ogbu there. Ogbu to find Onyedika finding Ogbu back and send it to Wazim. And now again now with Moses Simon attacking from the left hand side, crossing, but that was too much, and back possession. Giving away to Nigeria. Here comes Uganda now. Looking for probably a consolation in this one. I don't see how they're going to get three goals in this game. That wins back possession again comfortably there. And attacking now with Moses Simon. He drops it into the midfield. See Nigeria now moving forward. Can Nigeria make it 4? Nigeria still have 15 minutes to play in this game. Dele Bashiru finds Moses Simon running down the flank there. He drops it into the midfield to find Onyedika. We send it to Samuel Chukwueze. Still with Samuel Chukwueze, cross into the balls there. Could this be the third? Oh my goodness. Nigeria couldn't hold on to that one, so it's going to be the goalkeeper of Uganda will pick that one up comfortably there. And he sent a long one out there, but Nigeria will win back possession again. But dispossessed there, so Uganda now in possession. Send this into the midfield. Still with Uganda. Inside the half of Nigeria. Could this be the goal for Uganda? Yes! That was a very, very good goal from Uganda. And you could see the celebration from the fans there. 10-man Uganda. They've reduced the deficit. So it's Uganda 1, Nigeria 3. And the captain, you could see him thanking, saying thank you. That was a very good play from Uganda. Look at how Uganda opened up the Nigerian defense there. A very good, true ball there to find the Ugandan captain there. We'll make it, we'll reduce the deficit for Uganda. Mato is the goal scorer for Uganda. Yeah, Mato. The number 7 jersey, who is also the captain as he stands for Uganda. So Nigeria about to make double substitution. Seydou Senusi will be coming on to replace Paulo Nacho, who opened the scoring for Nigeria in the 28th minute. So Seydou Senusi is on for Nigeria. You just have to confirm the other player that also came on. So Nigeria back in possession now. So Seydou Senuse actually come on to replace Onyemechi. Yeah, Bruno Onyemechi has been withdrawn. Why Tochukwu Nnamdi has come on to make his debut for Nigeria, replacing Onuachu. And Nigeria now in possession with Samuel Chukwueze inside the half of Uganda there. So Nigeria still in possession. So Nigeria enjoying a lot of possessions in this game. Moses Simon. He drops it into the midfield back. He finds out Samuel Chukwueze. Still Nigeria in possession. Rafael Nyedika. Nigeria enjoying a lot of position, playing it from left to right. Find Ogbu there. Drop it for Lebiosi. Lebiosi back to Ogbu, who finds Samuel Chukwueze. Sending it to the midfield, but back to Samuel Chukwueze. And he sent it back to Ike Ogbu there. Now finds Moses Simon. Moses Simon. Send it back into the midfield. To find Dele Bashiru. Trapped it for Onyedika. Onyedika back to Bashiru. One touch there with Namdi there. Back with Moses Simon. He cuts back there. But Uganda will win back possession. And send a long one out there. And the player goes down from a challenge there from Awazim there. And the referee says that's going to be a foul. Yeah, so it's going to be a free kick to Uganda. So free quickly taking and Nigeria win back possession. With Victor Osimhen one touch there. Uganda will head down out to deny Nigeria another goal scoring opportunity there. So it's going to be free kick. I mean throwing rather to Nigeria and throwing quickly taken for Nigeria. Nigeria now attacking from the right hand side with Samuel Chukwueze. Going down there, but the referee says play on. That was a fair tackle from the Ugandan player. But here comes Uganda now. As a battling there with Ogbu, and Ogbu coming on top there. And Nigeria will win possession, sending it back to the goalkeeper. So Nigeria now attacking from the left hand side there. And Uganda will win back possession again. "81 minutes played, Nigeria still lead by 3-1. While 83 minutes is still Tanzania 1, Tunisia 1. A long shot, the Nigerian player there tried to take a long range shot there, but was well blocked there. But Nigeria back in possession again. It's going to be a free kick to Nigeria because Nnamdi was brought down there, and the referee says it's going to be a free kick to Nigeria. You could see the Tanzanian player, Uganda player rather, having a word with Osimhen, and the referee is coming to stand in between the players there, telling them to be very careful to avoid anybody being, booked We've seen only 2 yellow cards in this game so far. In the 4th minute, it was Kevin Bassey who picked up the 1st yellow card, and it is 66th minute. Uche Ikpeazu picking up a yellow card for Uganda. So it's 1-1 yellow card to both teams so far in this game. So Samuel Chukwueze is standing on this one. Also, you have Dele Bashiru there, and they put in a very good cross. Or will they be going for goal direct? Let's see. Samuel Chukwu sending one into the box there. But the goalkeeper of Uganda there, we pick that one up easily. So he throws that one out there. Uganda back in possession, looking to get another goal. Still with Uganda now attacking from the right hand side. They cross into the box there, but cleared out there by Chidozie Awazim there. But Uganda will win back possession again. And he send it back. And another long one there. But the Nigerian left back there, Seydou Sanusi, we clear that one out, so it's going to be throwing to Uganda. "84-minute played. Nigeria still lead by 3-1 against 10-man Uganda. While 86-minute played there, Tanzania 1, Tunisia 1. Throwing taken for Uganda, and Nigeria win back possession. Dele Bashiru finds Samuel Chukwueze, sending it back into the midfield to find Onyedika. Leaves it for Dele Bashiru. Now Moses Simon. Send it back to Seydou. Send it cross down to find Lebios, who drops it for Samuel Chukwueze, and Chukwueze will find Namdi. We send it back to Chukwueze, and Chukwueze send it back to Ogbo. Ogbo under pressure finds Onyedika, and Onyedika drops it for Awazim. Back to his defensive partner there, Ogbo. Ogbo finds Namdi. Namdi to Alebiosu. Still Alebiosu running down the flank there. Try to pull up a cross there, but he has 2-3 players surrounding him there. So he's going to be throwing to Uganda there. Samuel Chukwueze once more. And Uganda will be making another substitution. Uche Ikpeazu has been withdrawn. I think he has, given good account of himself in this game, using his strength, showing his, using his physical ability there. Uganda start play with that train, but lose possession to Nigeria. So Nigeria back in possession. 86-minute played, or still Nigeria will lead by 3-1, while 89 minutes Tanzania 1, Tunisia 1. Back in possession again. Nigeria will send that one out, so it's going to be throwing because Samuel Chukwueze couldn't hold on to that one, and Nigeria will be making another substitution again. And you can keep the comments coming in our comment section. We'll definitely read them out and we already have some comment in the comment section. But in the meantime, Nigeria making substitution because Victor Osimhen has been withdrawn, while Ako Adam has been has come on to replace Victor Osimhen with less than 2 minutes to go to the 90 minutes. Can what's his name now? Ako Adams get more goal for Nigeria. Let's quickly go to our comment section because we have comment from Marcos. Yeah, Marcos, yeah, sending us a message all the way from Ghana. He said, nice job, bro. More love. Yeah, showing love to us here at Premier Sport Fan Center. I want to believe Marcos is from Ghana because he's actually watching us and joining us from Ghana. Ghana not in the Nations Cup. I know Marcos will not be happy with that one, but Nigeria will be doing the job, on behalf of Ghana. So Marcos, thanks you for joining us. We see your comment and we appreciate you here at Premier Sport Fan Center. But back to the game now. Uganda now sending a long one now. I couldn't keep that one in place, so it's going to be goal kick to Nigeria. 89 minutes played already. Nigeria still lead by 3-1, and 90 minutes plus. Tanzania 1, Tunisia 1. Nigeria has been very, very good in this game, and my only concern is that we couldn't keep a clean sheet, in this game. And I'm disappointed because Uganda got the goal after, going one man down. If they had scored the goal when it was 11-11, I would have understand. But allowing a 10-man team, to get a goal, despite not possessing any threat, it's a little bit disappointing from him. But overall, Nigeria deserve all 3 points because we've dominated Uganda completely in this game. Even without the red card, Nigeria will still win this game, if to me. So play resume now. Uganda. I have a throw in there. A very good defensive play there from the Nigerian player there, but the Ugandan player there, I think that should be the goal scorer. Going down, the referee agrees with him, so it's going to be a free kick to Uganda. Chidozie Awazim has been booked for that tackle. And you could see Chidozie Awazim in disbelief, saying, no, I won that one cleanly. But the referee says your elbow was high there. So it's going to be free kick to Uganda. So we've seen 90 minutes played already. We just have to confirm how many minutes of additional time from the fourth official there. So free kick to Uganda. Can Uganda, get another goal? So 4 minutes has been added. Can Uganda get another goal to make it 3-2 from this free kick? You have almost all the Nigerian player inside the box of Nigeria. Let's see. The referee having words with the players inside the box there. So free kick quickly taken. That was a terrible free kick from the Uganda player. So it's going to be goal kick to Nigeria. We've seen almost a minute played inside the 4 minutes of additional time. So goal kick taken quickly for Nigeria. Nigeria still in possession. Nigeria not in a hurry at all again. Passing the ball from the back. Bring it forward gradually now. Find Moses Simon. Drops it back into the move it to find Rafael Onyedika. who, to me, will probably win the man of the match in this game. A lot of Nigerian players have impressed in this game. But I think Rafael Nyedika will win the man of the match this game. The Nigeria in possession inside their own half there. Send it back to Chideza Wazen, who find the Ugbo. To Alebiosu. Drops it back. Ugbo drops it in the field to find Nyedika. Nyedika to Namdi. Namdi to Dele Bashiru. Back to Namdi. Namdi finds Alebiosu, who send it back to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper takes a one touch there to find Chidozie Awazen, who Nyedika there, and he has been dispossessed. So Uganda win back possession. The game involving Tanzania and Tunisia has come to an end. So the scoreline there is 1-1 after 90 minutes. So as it stands now, we just have to look at the table because Tunisia have progressed as the second best team in the group, and Nigeria making more substitution in this game. Samuel Chukwueze has been withdrawn. Let's confirm the player that comes on for Samuel Chukwueze. Returning to Uganda, Lawa coming on to replace Samuel Chukwueze. Uganda send a long one there. Oh my goodness, Nigeria almost conceding an home goal there. But the goalkeeper couldn't prevent that one, so it's going to be a corner kick to Uganda. That was a very, very terrible play from the Nigerian players because the goalkeeper was actually, coming out there. So it's going to be a corner kick to Uganda. One last opportunity for Uganda to get another goal. So Tunisia finished the group with 4 points, while Tanzania with 2 points. Tanzania might still qualify as one of the best loser. Third place team, but corner quickly taken down there, but that will not trouble the Nigerian defense there or the goalkeeper. They will pick on that one up comfortably. And the referee said he's seen enough. It's Nigeria will take all 3 points to go 9 points. And Nigeria topping the group. So it's Nigeria who lead by 3 goals to, and who have defeated Uganda by 3 goals to 1. And you could see the Nigerian manager very, very happy and impressed with what he's seen with the Nigerian team. So viewers, we've seen 90 minutes of football played in Group C across all center. Tanzania playing a 1-1 draw against Tunisia, while Uganda, 10-man Uganda, losing to Nigeria 3 goals to 1. So viewers, let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think Nigeria are good to go, or probably the favorite now to win the AFCON? Because there's no team that have won all the 3 matches in the group stage. It's only Nigeria that have done that. As it stands now, I could remember during the days of, I think, I'm trying to remember the manager. Was it Stephen Keshi? Trying to remember the year. Nigeria won all 3 games in the group stage, and the next game that was in the quarterfinal then against Tunisia, we were knocked out. I just hope this will not be the same story. I hope Nigeria will go all through to the final. So let us know your thoughts in the comment section regarding this game. Do you think Nigeria performed exceptionally well, or is it because they met Uganda, who has been probably the weakest team in the group? They only end the group with just 1 point as it stands. So congratulations to Nigeria, to the Super Eagles, and to Nigerians as a whole. Moving on to the next round. So told you earlier on that games will still be coming on in Group D, because the likes of Senegal will be taking on Benin, while Botswana will be taking on DR Congo, and we'll be here to bring you all the updates as it goes down. And also, we'll be here to cover the English Premier League matches that will be going down today, because Chelsea will be taking on Bournemouth, while Manchester United also will be taking on Wolverhampton Wanderers, and Arsenal will be taking on Aston Villa. And for Arsenal fans, you have to be very, very careful, because Aston Villa, they are a team in form. And the news reaching us here at Premier Sport Fan Center is that Declan Rice will not be taking part in this one, because he has picked up an ankle, a knee injury rather. So we wish him a speedy recovery. So let's see how Arsenal we cope without Declan Rice. So our viewers, that's how we draw the curtain for this show. We'll be back to give you the full details after this time. So stay tuned and remain blessed. Thank you for joining Premier Sport.